I'm a Plyglet. There's been some talk online about how me and other polygamists are inbred online. So I'm here to clear things up by showing you my family tree. And just to make sure there's no confusion, I'm going to start at the beginning. God created Adam, and Adam technically asexually reproduced with his rib, which leads us to Noah, the boat guy. Well, you see, he got 2 of every single animal and put them on a zoo boat hybrid called the Ark. Him and his family didn't have much to do, so they just watched the animals reproduce. How many of you can say you've seen every single animal on Earth reproduce? Well, after the flood, that leads us to Abraham. Absolute beta till 75, but then he became an absolute Chad. Had a kid at 100. How many dudes do you know that could do that without Viagra? Then Ephraim. Which leads us to Moses, the best singer in the Bible, and he went up a mountain once and found the 10 commandments, such as thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not murder, and thou shalt not covet. See, people didn't know you weren't supposed to do that stuff until this guy. And then 2020 came along and everyone forgot about the thou shalt not covet. Next is Adam, who is now God impregnating Mary, a 13-year-old descendant of his, meaning Adam asexually reproduces once again, but pedophilical this time, to beget. You know him, you love him, the man, the myth, the legend, the man that makes all the nuns go crazy, white Jesus. The man walked on water and turned said substance into wine, resulting in a whole bunch of DUIs. But he also had lots of wives. That's right, Jesus was a polygamist. Jesus begat and his kids begat until Joseph Smith. Jojo Smith had lots of wives, but I'm descended from number 9 and number 12. Well, number 9 had Nephi and Lehi, while number 12 had Jerem, Jacob, and James. Now remember Jacob, he comes back later. Nephi married a woman, and they begat Paul and a woman person. Now, a woman person married Joseph and begat probably a woman. Now, Paul married his niece probably a woman, and they begat John. Lehi and another woman begat Andai. Andai married his cousin some woman, and they begat Joseph. Not that Joseph. Jeremiah and his 3rd wife were the parents of some woman and a Joseph, not that Joseph. Joseph married yet another woman, and they begat yet another woman, the 2nd, and Honorary. Well, James had several wives and a son named Brady. Brady thought it was a good idea to name all his kids Brady, even the woman ones. So Brady begat a kid named Brady, who also thought it was a good idea to name all his kids Brady, even the woman ones. Well, this Brady begat a woman Brady, who married Maharonrai, and they begat Moroni. Joseph, not that Joseph, married most definitely a woman, and it's at this point where woman names start getting remembered. Myrtle. Now, Myrtle married a Brady who begat a Brady, who married another woman Brady, and they had a Brady. We see John begat Hannah and Mary. Mary married Moroni, while Hannah married Jared and begat Judah and Jerusha. Jerusha married her uncle Moroni, making her aunt to her cousins, her siblings, and herself. Now, Jacob, see, I told you he would come back. Was getting really old and almost out of time to have kids. So he married all of Moroni's daughters. Myrtle, Melba, Mary, Martha, Mariah, Mabel, Mia, Maya, Madeline, May, Maeve, Mara, Melanie, Maggie, Molly, Mackenzie, Miriam, Megan, Miriam, Margaret, Michelle, Melody, Melania, Miley, Madison, Malaya, Miranda, Mira, Monica, and my Meemaw, Bathsheba. Bathsheba begat Hetzibah, who married my father, Brady, and they begat me. See, I told you I wasn't inbred.